Welcome to the Vault Excel. Thank you for joining me. It is late, and this is usually when I do my best thinking about a storyline. Carlee Russell has hired an attorney and allowed this attorney, Mr. Anthony, to speak on her behalf. She has admitted to a kidnap hoax, no toddler roaming the interstate. It has not been revealed where she was during the 49 hours that she was missing, allegedly. Hiatus. She's asked for prayers, forgiveness from the general public. It was also stated that there was no helper, no one aided in this farce. But someone said something in the chat that got me thinking, and this is why I decided to go live. Could this be a way to gain money from donations, GoFundMes, paid interviews, TV, and book deals? Because in the end, we don't know her. And what we've seen thus far from information from the police department and now her overt omission through an attorney, she can't be trusted. So is there more to this story than just innuendo? Because you can assume many of things about a person and don't know them. The why, the why, the why. And that is one thing that was mentioned during the press conference, the second press conference. The authorities have no motive. They have no idea why this African American female at 25 years of age orchestrated this hoax. And naturally, your mind would wonder, why? Trauma, unhappy, miserable, bitter, or the ultimate motive, greed. Is this more than a bad relationship, wanting revenge, wanting to hurt someone who has not been paying her any attention, not giving her what she needs, what she wants, what she desires? Could it be a combination of many things? I feel entitled. They owe me. I'll show them, him, whomever. See, when you try to dive into the psyche, you can get lost in there. Because what you have to remember, and I keep saying this, you're dealing with a liar. So even if she talked to a professional, it does not mean she would be truthful in her commentary. Stay woke now. I don't want them knowing my every secret, my every thought process. So I'll feed you grains of salt. I'll tell you what I want you to know. Because what you have to remember is there is something wrong with her. And 9 times out of 10, she does not want you to know the real Carlee Russell. The messed up Carlee Russell. The Carlee Russell that doesn't care for herself. The Carlee Russell that possibly easily angers and or too giving, too loving. She's done with that side of herself. And that's possibly one of the motives. I've been too nice. I've been mistreated, overlooked. I'll show you. We will possibly never know the truth to the motive for this farce, this ruse. If it was over a man, neglect, abuse, trauma, wanting attention, wanting to be validated, greed, need money. Oh, I got a quick way to get a couple of dollars. There'll be some people that'll donate. There'll be people bringing by gifts to my family. There'll be somebody wanting to pay possibly for the interview because most reputable news agents do not pay for interviews, let me say that. But there'll always be somebody that will pay, such as TMZ, the Daily Mail. I believe the Sun, a lot of foreign papers will pay for a story, for a version. And possibly she knows this. And when she decides, if and when Carlee Russell decides she wants to speak, she may seek out an agent company that will pay. Stay woke now. Someone that'll pay for a paid interview. Someone that will 9 times out of 10 want a book deal, movie deal. Are we talking about a crime committed for greed? Not necessarily angry with someone, mad at a boyfriend or family member or whomever, but a way to get money. I need money. Things aren't working out in my favor. This course I've tried to attain is not benefiting I. I have not excelled well at this course. I need easy money. I'm tired of living in my parents' house, but I can't go out on my own because one, I haven't been taught to navigate as an adult, or two, or both, I don't have what it takes to navigate on my own. What is the truth? Spoiled brat, self-entitled brat, or a person who was never taught to navigate, to be self-sufficient, to be responsible. I'm going to ask her in this live stream, Carlee Russell, do you know how to balance a checkbook? Do you know how to wash your own clothes? Do you know how to clean properly a house, vacuum, mop? I bet some of you are like, damn, Queen, where are you going with that? Oh, because it's relevant. Because you have to ask yourself, was she taught the mundane things of life? How to cook, how to clean, how to keep her own body clean. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go deep in the belly of the beast. Because usually those people you find who haven't been taught much, they have been catered to. This is why they're still at home and can't self-navigate. They were poor housekeepers at the house with the parents. They never did chores, never obeyed the rules, did what they wanted to do, disobeyed curfew, even had poor grades, stayed in trouble with the law. Stay woke. Because you have to ask yourself, why is a 25-year-old educated woman, now 26, working at a spa and allegedly has a psychology degree and also was attending school for her master's? I'll wait. 26 years of age, living at home, driving a foreign car, not a cheap car at that, and working at a spa, but has a bachelor's degree, allegedly. Could this be about money? and not what some of us have assumed. As this gentleman said at the press conference earlier, conjecture is all we have at this moment. Yes, assumptions of what the motive was. And one thing I have learned with true crime, that sometimes what you think it's about, it ain't. So have we been misled with our assumptions of it being about the boyfriend? Could it be it's age-old greed? I need money. I want money. I want out of my parents' house. I need to get into my own, and somebody will kindly donate goodies on my behalf because I'm missing. Somebody will set up a GoFundMe page. Somebody will set up reward something. Somebody will have something lying in wait when I return and gladly give me something to get on my merry way. I bet you weren't expecting that, were you? As I said, the queen does her best thinking when she is in darkness. It's quiet and still. This is when my mind goes into rotation. That maybe there's something bigger, that it ain't what we think it's about. Because as I said, her calling the sister that fateful night would lead one to think it was about the boyfriend. She'll be the first to go run to him and tell him, oh, there's something going on. She's spotted a kid on the highway. Now we can't reach her. So is it about the boyfriend? Is it about wanting attention? Or is it about greed? Could it be that it's all of the above? Could be. But as I said before in my last live, Carlee had help. And that's why you did not hear where she was for the 49 hours. Stay woke now. Because you see, if I tell you where I was, ding, 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 you're going to ask me, how did I get there? Bingo card. Especially, now listen carefully, especially if it's not in walking distance from the highway. Now, Carlee, how did you get over here from the woods near the interstate? Carlee, how did you get from this place to your house? Because this place isn't near your house. This place where you was hanging out isn't near the interstate. Stay woke. The attorney never told where Carlee Russell was for the 49 hours. And there's possibly a reason why. Because you'd have to have an automobile to get from the woods to the hideout spot. You need a car to get from the hideout spot to home. She had help. Until somebody brings the queen a receipt of where she was in proximity to the woods and proximity to her house from the spot where she hid, I'm going to say she had help. And now you have to figure out who helped her. And was this an elaborate scheme to defraud the public? Is it more than a messed up, jacked up relationship? A guy wasn't paying her attention, but a way to get money from the general public and deceive people out of their money. I don't think you have any idea who this chick really is. And that's going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. It's if and when you find out there are more parties involved in this orchestrated crime, that somebody had an idea of this crime before it even landed at the highway. And somebody went along with the plan and was on the other side of those trees lying in wait for Carlee Russell. And he or she or they took her to her hideout spot and then picked her up from her hideout spot and took her near her home so she could walk on foot. She could have had help from her parents. That's why I said there's more to this story. And I think most of us know that it is. Because that is the part that's missing from the story. Where was she for 49 hours? How did she get from the woods to the hideout? And how did she get from the hideout to her home? Because when you say that there's a trail, you have to be admitting that there's a trail that leads from the woods to where she hid, and then that place to her house. So you're basically saying her house is near the interstate. Is Carlee Russell's house near the interstate? And if it is, where was she during the 49 hours? Because that is what the police wants to know for some reason. And that leads me to believe that law enforcement possibly believes there's somebody else involved. And that's why it is still an open investigation. Stay woke. Are they looking to tie somebody else into this story that aided Carlee Russell in this farce? And will the state bring forth charges? And is this a case about fraud? She was looking for a way out to collect money, one way or the other. TV deals, book deals, paid interviews, donations from the public. And is there somebody else involved in this so-called wandering toddler kidnap scheme? Is her family involved? Because in the end, you do not know when she told her family the truth, what their response was when they found out the truth, and if indeed they knew all along. Somebody help Carlee. And I think that's what law enforcement is trying to find out. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $sign Big Angie 129 Cash App, stickers and chats are welcome during the live stream. When I get more information pertaining to this very diabolical, sinister case out of Alabama, I will bring you an update. Please go to my community board to take the said polls pertaining to if her family is involved, who else is involved, does she have remorse, her reasoning for coming forward with an attorney, hiring an attorney. Will she ever speak? Will her family ever speak? That's a lot of questions to ask. And does she have remorse? Some of you say no. Is she only repenting because there's CCTV footage to show there was never a child wandering? Her foot was caught in the trap. There was no way out. So let me tell the truth. But the part of the story that's missing is where she was. And that may be involvement of somebody else. Did she have help? And was this a ruse to gain notoriety, negative as it is? But I need that money. I need them coins by all means necessary. And I don't care if I shatter my own existence, my reputation. I'm greedy. I need the money. My family needs the money. And we're willing to do whatever it takes to get the money. Have we missed the motive for this farce? That maybe it's way deeper than a broken heart, a bad boyfriend. Could it just be about greed and a way to come up on some moolah? Remember, the hustle is real, and people will do whatever it takes to get what they feel like they deserve, even if that means defrauding the public and lying to law enforcement. Do whatever I have to do, by all means necessary. Thank you for your time. You have been listening to The Vault. Exhale.